I'm still traumatised from last week's ear cleaning.
But your ears are nice and clean now, and there's no flakes or crumbs in there.
Also, because I've got like a lot of like wax in my ears, like healthy.
I'm sorry, by the way, we're talking about this already.
Do you think wasps will be attracted to me more? Because
It's not honey.
Yeah, but they're like wax and honey, surely. Wax is the same as honey.
Yeah, but your ears aren't pollinating, that they're not going in there and taking the nectar points and using it in Sainsbury's.
I know, but when I'm sitting down, I hear buzzes near my ear, so I feel like wasps are coming for me.
Have you had an all right week? What is going on?
I'm scared that wasps are after my wax.
You think there's wasps buzzing around you?
Yeah.
Wasp boy. Oh, here he is. Wasp boy. Bzz. Hi, guys. Bzz. Right, let's just start it properly now.
Hello and welcome to the Now You Tell Me podcast, episode 12.
I'm Joe Tasker and I'm wearing shorts.
And I'm Jack Biggs and I'm wearing trousers.
Which looks fine on the screen. To me, it looks like I'm in my little swimming trunks.
Looks like you're wearing your swim shorts.
They are shorts, everyone. They have got a safety gym net underneath. We're all safe this week.
Good.
Speaking of weeks, this week we embark on a journey to discover the unwritten rules of life that everyone should have known earlier. We do it every week.
Like, is it cool to wear a shoelace as a belt? I'm talking about you.
Yeah, well, I ain't got my jeans on, have I? So you can never prove it unless you look back at the last 11 eps.
Well, if you look at some of my photos on Instagram, you'll probably see the shoelace.
It's cool.
It was one time.
Back in the past. Some people, when I'm out and about, do say, oh, have you forgot your belt? Or, oh, can you afford a belt? Because a shoelace is not, it's my replacement, but it's a permanent, that is staying there. You can put shoelaces on all your jeans, and then every time you put your jeans on, your belt's already there. And if you need to go to the toilet, boop, shoelace done quick.
I know, but as soon as you walk ahead of me, sometimes your trousers are halfway down your ankles.
No, they're not.
They're pretty down.
They're not. The shoelace sometimes goes under. Right, we'll carry on. It is cool. There's a quick answer. Each week we'll be hearing your strange encounters and answering your life's queries and qualms.
So if you want to share yours, then send us a DM at Now You Tell Me Pod on Instagram. We'll only read your name if it's included in your message.
Yes.
You can find us there on all the socials and YouTube if you feel like watching this organised mess.
Hurrah!
That was quite a good intro there.
Is that for in case a producer of a radio station's listening?
Yeah.
Hurrah!
Cha-cha.
Cha-cha. Oh. Why can I still hear the washing machine? I've just emptied it. The boiler. We always record when the boiler comes on.
We've not got the heating on, by the way.
No. Heats the water out.
It is really warm at the minute.
As always, we basically just want to thank everyone listening and watching. Thank you.
Thank you. For you guys in the camera over there.
Yeah, get out of the camera. Do you need assistance? Are you a borrower? Have you watched The Borrowers?
No.
Little teeny tiny people. And they come out of your walls at night. And they don't steal your stuff. They borrow it and give you it back. So four of them might lift up a battery. Use it to power their house and give it back. Have you not seen The Borrowers?
But the battery will be dead.
No, they don't use too much battery.
Okay.
Have you never seen The Borrowers?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Have you ever seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
No. Oh, maybe I have.
Have you seen Honey, I Blew Up the Baby?
No.
That's a scary one.
Oh, okay. Not for me. I'm not really a horror fan.
It's not a horror film. It's a family film. Do you think The Borrowers is a horror film?
No, not The Borrowers. I mean, like when you said...
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I blew up my baby.
Yeah, the baby enlarges and gets bigger than the whole town.
Oh, I thought you meant...
Honey, I Shrunk... Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. To me, I think it's scary because there's a certain scene which gives me the heebie-jeebies, and it's when they meet an ant, and the ant, because it's really close up, they're the size of an ant, really hairy.
But like a spider, they're quite hairy.
Yeah, I don't know if they meet a spider, but the dad's an inventor, invents a machine, doesn't think it works. The kids get shrunk accidentally. They can't, tiny, and they see everything from an ant's perspective. It's well good.
It reminds me of that game we played, It Takes Two.
It is a bit like that.
Yeah, where we shrunk our bodies.
That is a sick game. Anyway, what I was getting at was we want to thank you, and we only do that if you leave us a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or maybe a Spotify comment, or maybe a comment on YouTube. If it's good enough, we'll read it out. T's and C's apply. Did you know I can read really fast?
I know you can. And it's all right. It's not that impressive.
Are you going to ask me to prove it?
Prove it.
All right then, since you're asking. I'll read out Kyan's. Massive fan of the podcast. I love it so much. I need to say, please tell you make sure a permanent segment. I love it so much. Thanks for sharing me up every Thursday. You need to do a live talk. Comes to King's Lynn. Keep it the amazing work. Thank you, Kyan. See?
It does make me feel a little bit sick.
Do you want to read it in normal speed? Just in case. Imagine if people are listening on 2 times speed. They'll think I'm really talented.
Lucky them.
Also kind of shows they don't want to listen to us. Like,
No,
you've got to get through it.
No, I think 2 times speed just speeds up the process a little bit. These episodes are quite long.
The whole life has been sped up, guys. Can we all just slow down? Is what I wish I told myself 10 years ago.
I'm always slow.
Read out the next comment then. No, the same one.
Kyan says, massive fan of the podcast. I love it so much. I need to say, please make you tell me now a permanent segment. I love it so much.
I don't know what you just said. Carry on.
Thanks for cheering me up every Thursday. You need to do a live tour. Come to King's Lynn.
King's Lynn.
That's not far from where Mum lives.
King's Lynn.
It's near a beach, I think.
Love a beach.
Keep up the good work. No, keep up the amazing work, Kyan.
Thank you very much. That's a lovely one.
That is a really nice one, actually.
Go on, I've spoken so much. You do the next one.
Another one. Okay, this one's from Daniel.
Daniel!
6 episodes in, and I've enjoyed everyone so far. It's really nice to see more relaxed view of both of you. Keep them coming, boys.
You're absolutely welcome!
Do you know, we are being a bit more real. We're being a bit more relaxed.
Yeah!
We're talking about things we probably wouldn't normally.
Like wasps.
And showing you that me getting my ears cleaned.
Yeah.
If you watched the last episode.
Oh, that was heavy camp. Thanks for your messages. Keep them coming in and you'll get yourself a shout out. We didn't talk about, you know, when we do our little funny line at the beginning and it's like, is it cool to wear a shoelace as a belt? Them lines. Which I always think of every single week. We didn't talk about the disposable camera one, and listening back to it, it's like, what the heck was that? We've said,
oh yeah,
like if someone hands you a disposable camera to pass round.
Well, that was your episode that you planned, so
what picture
you may have missed something.
So we didn't discuss this. We can discuss it now. We've got a fan at the door.
He's finished that lick, Matt, quick.
This is our dog, not my mum. My mum has left. Otis, do you want to lay down and watch or...
We always give him like a little enrichment toy when we come to filming.
He's a big dog now.
He really is a big dog.
It is like a polar bear that's a bit lost. He's got lost in the Arctic.
Otis, lay down.
You can lay down over there if you...
Oh, good boy. Right outside the studio door.
Right at the door. He's our guard dog.
We're not getting out of this room.
You know how people have their own security outside and fold their arms? That's ours.
I don't think we're much safe with him.
He would lick a burglar.
Yeah.
Unless you're a burglar and you're listening.
No, he does bark.
No, he wouldn't. He'd bark at you.
When he hears something in the garden, he's straight out there barking.
He'll smash your face in. I've got bedhead at the side. That is really annoying. That reminds me of school mornings.
Your hair looks really nice at the moment, actually.
Thank you very much, Jack.
You've just had it cut, haven't you?
I have. Thank you very much for that.
Come on, get on with your disposable camera.
Oh, yeah, it's back to video one big weekend. Really cool. People that worked at magazine were passing around. It wasn't like it was an underwater camera in a case.
It was. Maybe because it rains and we get trod on and wet at a festival.
Good shout. And you pass it to one person and then they should pass it round. They chose us. And I was so confused. I was like, I love the idea, but you're trusted. And then they're going to walk away and leave me with a camera.
They didn't tell us what to take a photo of.
No, they want the good vibes. So we took a
couple of selfies.
She said, we've got 3 pictures left. Feel free to finish it off. I was like, oh, that's why they've chose us.
Okay.
The photographers. I should have asked her, have you already wound it up? Because I wound it up and there was no clicking. There was no stopping. When you pressed the photo button, there was no confirmation. I think we took the last 3 doing selfies.
Well, if you've got those selfies, I want to see them.
Yes, let us know. Hand it to the bar. We left it on the sofa.
We left it on the sofa with a couple of other people.
The bar, yeah, in case there was one left, but I think it said 0. But yeah, it's a weird one. That. What would be your first photo? Oh, and I took a photo of someone. Someone was standing. I took a photo of them. So there we go.
I probably would just take a picture of the environment or the atmosphere.
The grass.
Yeah.
Picture of some food.
Food, yeah, because not many people would think about taking pictures of food.
True.
Or just take candid pictures of, like, the festival.
Candid. I got you on candid camera. I love a disposable cam.
Yeah.
Did we do one once where you put it at a party and then everyone just passes it around and you develop them, which is very risky.
People do that at weddings.
Weddings, that's what I mean.
You know, George didn't do that,
We've been somewhere where that's been done. Or did we have
Nat and Dunk did it at their wedding, I think.
Sick.
I think they did.
Safer at a wedding. At a party, I feel
At a festival's a bit risky.
Yeah, but less risky. But I feel the development person, they see the photos, right?
Yeah.
There's no privacy there.
Because when I take my film camera in, they ask you, is there any nudity on there? Because they're not
Do
like,
they?
yeah.
Then if
Well,
you
they used to. I think when you've been in a couple of times, they know you're not going to, but they won't develop
I don't know,
them.
something might change your mind one week.
If you've got any spicy pics on there, they won't develop them.
So if you say yes, it just means they can't develop them.
Well, some places might, but
I bet some places will, oh yeah, go on, I'll develop them for you.
some places won't do it.
How do you ever get them then? Some places will.
Yeah, some places will.
Maybe we should test it out.
We're not going to be taking any spicy
No,
pictures.
I'll take a photo of my bum.
No, I'm not putting that on my camera because
Like
then
when
I lose my reputation. I go to that shop all the time to take my pictures in.
Oh, the Photoshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows you well. Or, you know, when you photocopy something, you just put... I didn't
Speaking
used to
of that,
put my
actually,
bum...
my New York ones are ready to pick up.
My bum's not in there.
No, they're not, but they're ready to pick up.
I realise I've never called it a bum. That's quite funny, that bum. Interesting chat there. Why were we talking about that? Oh, yeah. So that was the line. People were asking, like, what are you on about disposable camera? You never talked about it. There we go.
Updated.
Hey, speaking of updates, Jack, tell them about our new...
Addition to the family.
Yes,
We brought our first plant, but real plant.
it's a real plant, everyone.
And it's actually quite overwhelming when you're in a garden centre looking at all these house plants, because we wanted a house plant, so many different ways to look after them, and so many different ways to water them.
Yes, I did. Yeah, this is what scared me. I went up to the lovely lady in the garden centre and I went, hello, we're buying a plant for the first time. And I thought she'd be like, oh, wow. And she went, okay. I was like, oh, she knows her plants. We have this one here. We call it Nina because it's a Fericus Nina Benjamin or something. I don't know.
Also, this tree grows massive.
Oh, we've accidentally...
About the size one by me.
We've accidentally bought a tree. It's this small currently, about... how to describe this for audio listeners?
It's got 3 trunks that twirl around each other.
Little tiny... yeah, it's about how big is that? What's that?
About
30
that
centimetre
big?
ruler? 30 centimetre and a half ruler?
About 35 centimetres.
5 centimetres extra. It's cool. It's like a little bonsai tree, but it needs no special care. Or does it?
So, to water this plant, the lady told Joe...
We were expecting a little bit of a water maybe every week or every other day. We weren't sure, because if we go away, we're going to have to ask a neighbour to water our plant.
And what I was really excited about is getting a small watering can to do it.
Little diddy one.
But you don't do that. You know what you got to do?
We don't need to water it.
You take it out of its new pot. Mm-hmm. You grab it by the root. Not the root, by the stalk, by the trunk. And you dunk it in some... What is it? Warm water? Tapid water.
You know I googled tapid after she said
I'm going to baptize it.
We're basically baptising the plant every week. You hold it. She said, hold it. The bubbles will come up. She said, no longer than a minute. So we're drowning a plant. I'm so sorry, by the way. We're talking about plants now. We've really come a long way.
We're really getting old.
In our mature journey. You lift it up and then you let it all come out. You need to remember this when I'm not here.
Drain.
Let it all drain for a bit. Then you put it back in. That's it for a week. And I said, you're telling me, lovely garden lady, we are drowning our plant. Yes. And we got some plant food, which I never understand.
But this plant, I don't know how we're going to dunk it when it gets to the size of me.
I don't think it's going to get that big.
I think it gets to about 3 foot, which I think is going to look really nice in the living room.
They don't like to be moved. There'll be different humid temperature in there. I gave it a little spray today, a little...
Looking at its leaves.
I've given it a mist because they dried up again and it's quite warm today. Some of the leaves are not looking great. I'm quite worried.
But they did say when you put them in a new environment, because they're quite needy, they start to change and adapt to it.
I know, it spoke to me this morning. It said, bugger off!
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've got a lovely plant, but it's quite addicting. I want to go back. I want to get some more.
Let's just see if we can look after Nina first.
Yeah, I think we're going to look after this one first, see what happens.
We've set a weekly recurring reminder.
To water it.
Yeah, and mist it throughout the week. I googled it, you can mist it every other day, if it looks like it needs it, just to look after it.
Can you leave the mister out when you go away, please, then?
It will be a mystery. Yeah, it's under the sink next to the baby food. The baby bell. No, is that cheese?
Baby bell?
She said get the baby bell.
That's cheese.
Baby oil? No, that's not. Hang on, what have I bought?
The oil thing. No, it's not oil. It's like
It's plant food, guys. Mix it in with the water and you drink it.
Well, that was fun. We're adults now, buying plants, and we probably will buy some more.
We went to do some research. We want to buy some big plants for the garden.
Yes.
Nice big fancy ones. Turns out it's a lot of money, so we got that for £13.
No, but it's nice to trial the outside ones are a bit easier to look after.
Some of those big plants were £1,500. If we bought seeds in 10 years, would we make 100% profit?
Well, 99.9% profit probably.
Well, you know what I mean.
Probably about £1 on your...
That's right. That's nothing for £1,000.
I know, but we're not going to sell the plants once we've got them. We're going to keep them in the garden. That's the whole point. I'm not waiting 10 years for plants to come
If we
and you
buy
want to
10
sell
worth
it.
of seed, we've got 10 grand.
I know, but then what are you going to do with your plants? You're going to have no plants left.
Why don't people buy little tiny plants which grow really big and then sell them? Because I didn't know how much. I thought all plants were around 30, 40 quid if they're big. £1,500.
But that was for like a palm tree, a fully grown
the palm tree trunks were 600 because you got more trunk than.
I do want to get some palm trees. I think you could like have one or two.
Well, if
in
we
the
get a
garden.
smaller one, it might be £100. And then in the future, it might be £800. Ka-ching!
No, because you're not going to dig it out.
Without a hearing, we could cash in our house plant.
No.
We bought her for £13. If she grows to be 3 foot,
I think it was about £80 for a fully grown one. No, we're not selling her.
That's not that much profit for the effort, is it?
It's
really?
not worth
Probably
it.
spent more on the water bill.
Yeah, literally.
Especially if we dunk them every week.
And it can't be like a little bit of water. It's got to fill the whole.
Dunk it. I need to stop doing that action.
Yeah, it's quite.
So we have an Otis, a Nina. We've got each other. Don't know how long. That plant will probably last longer than us.
No, hey!
And I'm Jason Joe.
You say we're forever.
You say I can joke about it because when we first met, you didn't like any of those jokes.
No,
I said,
right,
hey, Jack, 90% of my words are a joke.
I know I'm joking, it's fine.
Apart from the 3 words, which are never a joke, which are, of course, give me food.
I do give you food. A lot of it.
Oh, we look after each other, don't we?
We do. Well, I look after you more than me, probably.
On a sad note, it is crazy that one of us are going to die before the other.
I know, but we're not going to think about that.
That's crazy.
Oh, what's that?
Is it your will?
No. Just my friend sending me new jelly cats.
Selling you jelly cats?
No, show me like new
There's
ones.
another range of jelly cats?
I think she's showing me ones.
Cover her ears. So there we go, we got a plan. Would you like to introduce the first segment of the show? It's a show.
This is our new permanent segment. You tell me now.
It's not new anymore. Everyone's, like...
I know, permanent.
What'd you call me?
Permanent. Like it's permanent, it's staying. Because people want it to be a permanent feature. Here's your you tell me now.
I was just thinking, how do you actually play Big's Bingo? Because it's only when you say a word wrong, you fill the gap in. Instead of bingo, you normally have words. Then if you say it, they tick it off. Who's going to guess permanent? We'll discuss that in another ep.
The OGs will know.
Right. You tell me now.
Hit me with it.
Again, it's related to travelling and planes. I don't know why we're still on this. I think I gathered a few in the archive.
No, it's because we've been looking at holidays because we're feeling a bit FOMO.
We can't stop. It's like, I love these. Currently, my favourite apps, Rightmove.
You love a right move.
Auto Trader comes in ever so often because I definitely know we definitely don't need to do anything with a car.
We're not getting a new car anytime
But it's
soon.
nice to look. What would an app be for holidays? Skyscanner or British Airways?
Skyscanner or British Airways, yeah.
Yeah.
This is not an ad.
No.
But we may have just booked a family holiday, which I'm very excited about. This one's for my 30th and it's with my whole family. We've never done this.
I've never done a holiday, I've never done a holiday really, apart from us.
And do you know what makes me feel really good? I know it's off topic.
I can pause you tell me now for now.
My mum hasn't been on holiday for 8 years. And she's so excited about this holiday.
That was like me when I met you.
It makes me want to cry a little bit.
We'll go on holiday and I'll have a cry on your 30th. We will when the pina coladas get pouring. I'm going to have a drink with your mum. She's going to go red and I'm going to get the pool. Will she get the pool with me and have a little swim? Will she play
she loves swimming.
Will she play volleyball with strangers? That'll be
No,
well
she'll probably
funny.
just sit on the side and watch.
That'll be so funny. We won last time. Oh no, you won swimming from one side of the pool to the other, doing 10 press-ups and swimming back. Because nobody knows. Jack, sorry, I'm getting hiccups. Jack, you are an ex-professional swimmer.
I wouldn't say ex-professional.
Well, you're still not, are you?
I was never professional. I swam for the counties.
But my lord, can you swim?
I've got a lot of medals to prove it.
Jack does that thing where
you,
what's it called, where you don't, I guess you use your legs, but you swim by just
That's
putting...
butterfly.
The butterfly
Yeah.
creeps me out. I drowned when I tried to do that.
That was never my best stroke. It was backstroke I kept winning my golds for.
Oh.
Which I did really well. I kind of gave up for dance. Why are we on this topic anyway?
I don't know. Holiday... Oh, pilots and co-pilots consume different in-flight meals from their passengers.
It's kind of they're the captains, aren't they? The captains of the plane.
Get it back, Joe. Come on, get it back. The captain and the first officer of most airlines eat different food, but why? Well,
different to us or different to each other?
Different to us. They might have it different to each other because you're a human. You can choose.
Okay.
To avoid unfortunate situations of both getting food poisoning while flying, different to each other.
Yes, I was going to say.
Very different to the passengers in case we had dodgy egg.
Yeah.
They had it, they're poisoned. But if they have the same food and it's both dodgy, yeah.
Is that it?
What?
Is that it?
Is that it?
These you tell me now, they're getting shorter and shorter every week.
I thought it was quite interesting to avoid.
It was very interesting, yes.
Maybe we should start eating different foods to avoid food poisoning, especially if you're...
But I'm not cooking 2 meals.
Well, you can have a sarnie.
No!
I'll have the special Biggs homemade chicken hot pot.
Ah, lovely. Are you going to have one?
Hang on a second.
I think by now you should always have a backup just in case.
I'm cracking the breaking case of emergency glass. I have opened up the lightning strikes folder. Thunder is the sound called...
Oh, it's actually about lightning.
Thunder is the sound caused by lightning. Did you know that?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
You've told me this several times.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. We hear the lightning go off. We're like, okay, the thunder's going to... No, when the thunder goes off, we're like, the lightning's going to come soon.
No, is it the other way around?
Whatever way around it is.
No, when it lightens, you have to start counting. 1, 2.
I know we did it.
And that's how many miles away the thunder is. Apparently, it's what my mum told me. Could have been a lie.
Have you got scientific proof on that?
You can't have thunder without lightning because a charged, superheated lightning bolt creates a resonating tube as it travels. The air in the tube rapidly expands and contracts, causing vibrations that you hear as the rumble of thunder. Exciting, isn't it?
Rumble you.
What did you just say?
Nothing.
Learning lightning facts is cool. Hang on a minute.
You've just copied and pasted this from the internet.
No, but now you can learn 22 things about thunderstorm. Oh, I've got a thunderstorms link.
See, you've copied and pasted it. You've not even put any effort into that one.
I have.
You've searched it and copied and pasted.
I wrote the words learning lightning is cool.
I rewrite my definitions for Big's Word of the Week.
Shall we just talk about you copying and pasting and not reading what you put in?
No, I'm rewriting it.
If you have to copy and paste and then I have to review it and tell you what you've missed, I might as well do it every week.
Will you do your own cue cards then?
No, you are right. You're really good at it. So that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got lightning, we've got pilots, all the options to put in the title when we struggle with that every week.
And that was You Tell Me Now.
Cue the jingle to the end, please. Thank you. My belly's grumbling. Is it food time yet?
We've not long had lunch.
Oh, that is ridiculous, isn't it? I think I've accidentally expanded my belly.
I think we do eat a lot more. We've been having 4 meals a day.
No, we always get told we need to eat more because when
we're trying to become gym lads.
When we're in the gym, it's mainly diet and food, and the gym helps and exercise. And we're always like, what? We're not massive yet. It's because we like a sweet, as Lee would say, I love a sweet treat.
I love a sweet treat. Me and Lee are very similar on that
So I think we're going to the gym to keep us on track. That's what we'll call it.
I know, but since January, I've really been on it, and my progress has been...
That's good.
I've been looking quite beefy.
Right. Oh, sorry, I forgot to ask. If you have any You Tell Me Nows, let us know.
Are you running out?
No, once I get through my lightning list, I don't know. I'll go through my thunder list yet.
No, we don't want to do another lightning one next week.
What?
Keep it different.
Well, please let us know if you've got any things that you think no one might have known.
Anyway, this is Big's Word of the Week. It's Big's Word of the Week.
Forgot about that.
I still have not got a jingle.
We'll get it in then because the camera's going to auto turn off when they hear this. Go on. Take your time.
Okay.
Nice and slow now, Jackal.
This week's Big's Word of the Week is cock
I beg your pardon. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's cockalorum. So it's spelled...
Cock in the what?
So it's spelled cockalorum.
And say it slower.
Cockalorum.
No, try to say it as a word, you flump.
Cockalorum.
Cockalorum.
Can you pronounce it?
If you show me this word, you do this every week. You go, can you pronounce it, Joe? You'll show me the cue card and you go, but don't read it.
Just read the word only.
Oh, can I just separate? I would pronounce that cockalarum.
Cockalarum.
Yeah.
Cockalarum, okay?
Sounds a bit more acceptable.
So this is a small man who sees himself as a very... Let me rephrase that. A small man...
You're not going to rephrase it, are you? You're going to say exactly the same. I'm sorry, let me rephrase. You'd be brilliant on Countdown.
A small man who sees himself as more important than he really is. Someone with an inflated sense of self-importance despite their modest status.
Right, again. Now, hang on. Where are you getting these words from?
The internet.
Yeah, I know, but they're all quite similar.
What do you mean similar?
What was it last time? Someone who's full of himself or something?
Yeah, probably.
Why do you keep smiling and looking at me?
I'm typing in different words for full of them. Full of themselves.
What? I support Full of Them Football Club.
So that's a new word, cockalum.
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 Well, thank you very much. I can't wait to see what's going to be next week.
It's not aimed at Joe, just so you are aware.
That's fine. What's the next one? Someone that wears blue and white stripy top and gym shorts.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one.
It was the dude. It does look like I've got nothing on.
But I'm going to let you off because
It's
it is
so
really
hot.
hot. It
I
is
want it to
hot
look
in here.
nice. I put this on first. It's a bit like the way I eat my food in the wrong order. And then I'll be like, all right, then I'll just put my shorts on now.
See, I will suffer and make the effort fully. Look, I'm wearing trousers.
You'll suffer.
Like, if it's hot, I'm just still going to wear the trousers.
Hot and dangerous.
That's me.
You're one of us, then roll with us.
Anyway, that was Big Word of the Week.
Thank you.
I'm learning quite a bit from this.
Okay, what was the word last week? Can you remember?
I can't remember.
Well, you haven't learned. That's like me when you revise for exams, whether it was GCSEs, anything like that. I don't feel like I learned things in the textbook. I was just remembering it. Like
I didn't remember anything.
Like
I read it and it just wouldn't go in my head.
Well, that's why you're here today with me doing this.
But do you know what? I'd rather be doing this than becoming a vet.
Who's a vet? A vet! Becoming a vet.
I really wanted to be a vet, but I wasn't smart enough, as my teacher told me. Yes, if you're listening, yeah, it was you.
Yes, is it over you? Scary.
I've got to thank her, actually, because I wouldn't be where I am today. Because if not, I would have trained to be a vet.
What is the vet? Or a chef?
No, because I couldn't be a vet. I applied to go to chef school.
All I'm hearing is a lady's name. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Stupid brain of mine. I trained to be a vet. I trained to be Glenda.
Before we get into your queries and qualms, we'd like to advise each other on something we should have known earlier.
Many things. The entirety of our life, really. Have you got one? Have I got one?
You've got one. It should be on your cue card.
Let's see if you've copy and pasted it right. Oh, yes. I did think of this a while back.
Yes.
Jack has... It's not an issue. When you have got plenty of them, but it's not that. I didn't know this about you. You have a sit down wee.
It's more comfortable.
But I know other people have sit down wees.
Greg James does.
He has sit down wees.
Well, he mentioned it on the radio
My
once.
best friend, Greg James, has sit down wees.
I don't want to say that is what he said, but I remember him saying on the radio that he
It's
has
not like
sit-down
an
wees.
official statement from the police. You can say it.
I know, but I don't want to spread a rumour if it's not true.
Hey, is it true that you have sit down wees? Hang on a minute. Who made that up? That's career ruining, that is.
No, but I think...
It's comfy, yeah, for a number 2. This is not a toilet podcast, guys.
No, because I don't want to be standing up and it sprays me.
I don't want to ask this, but it shouldn't be facing you.
No, it splashes up against the urinal or the toilet. Just don't...
Oh.
I want to prevent
if you're
any
out-
splash of wee on me.
If you're out and about, your urinals might have splashback if it's not in the right aim, yeah.
Because I've had an issue where that's happened before.
Like Mr. Bean?
What do you mean by Mr. Bean?
Like, just
no, not
sprays
like
back on
no,
you.
not like that. It was quite recent actually. It was last year.
No, you've been sit down weeing since you were born.
I know, but when we're in public, I will use a urinal.
Obviously, you don't sit down.
Not when I'm out, because I don't want to be sitting down on a public toilet.
Who does? I think do we not have these in the UK? We do at some service stations. The paper, no, they have them at airports. You know how you can take toilet roll out? Well, there's another thing next to it, and it's toilet seat cover shaped paper.
No, it's not.
And you put the toilet seat cover on the toilet seat and you just sit on the paper. Because instead of layering the toilet papers, they have them at airports.
I've never seen that.
And in other countries, they have...
That should be everywhere in public toilets.
Right? They're a bit
Stop-
fiddly and you've got to kind of touch it.
Yeah, but you're washing your hands after, it's fine.
Yeah.
But you're not washing your ass after, so...
Well, I think we should all have a little tap in every little cubicle where you can wet a bit of your toilet paper and then wipe your bum.
No, this...
It cleans it properly.
But then you've got a wet bum.
Yes, but then you dry it with the dry paper. All we're doing is pushing... We're wiping, we're not cleaning, is what I'm going to say. I'm not going to try and get any more crude. Some people listen when they eat. I don't know why. But we're just rubbing it dry rather than wetting and then drying. Anyway, you have sit-down wheeze.
That's not a problem.
More about that. Let's pick on you.
When you first when you first found out that I had sit-down wheeze, you thought it was not a normal thing, but it is.
No, but I've learned more people do it, yeah.
Because then I can have a little bit of phone time. Have a wee. Sit down on my phone.
You do take about 15 minutes. Then you've got those red marks at the top of your thighs. Like when I was leaning on the phones. That's fine. I've accepted it. Whatever. It's fine. You know what we haven't done yet?
What?
When you have a sit-down wee and then I try aim between your legs.
No, we're not trying this. We're not trying this. That is disgusting. You'll get it all over my legs.
No, I've got a really good aim.
I don't think I want you pointing your thing at me whilst I'm having a wee. Thank you very much.
Put your hands up!
It's like a splash zone.
But I understand the splashy back in the urinal. There can be a bit like that. Did you ever, when you were little, 2 things, I've just thought of another one. One, when you're having a wee, did you stand up wee or sit down wee when you were little? You must have done some standing up wees.
I have, but normally I sit down.
Well, when you stand up, do you ever wee, and you know it's going to be a really long wee, do you ever start walking back to see how good you are?
No.
Same. The second
No,
thing...
Joe, that's silly.
And it'd still be going in.
No, that's silly.
Technique. Second thing, did you ever don't do this, everyone. It's such a waste. Put toilet paper in the toilet and then unravel it around the house and then flush it and then the kid brings it in.
That's a waste. I've never done that. Not in my
Put it
household.
down the stairs and goes... Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Or you can ask my mum, she was fuming because I blocked the toilet.
He's having a dream. That's Otis, by the way.
I don't know if you can hear that, but Otis is having a nightmare. Shall I go comfort him?
Yeah, I think
his belly's really flying. That was a big wild dream, that was.
No, it's a crazy one. He was straight up, weren't he, when he went outside?
What are we talking about? Oh, sit down wees. Yeah, I've never done either of those things either, so we can move on now. But I am going to try wee between your legs.
No, you're not. Are we going to do what should you done earlier?
Oh, yeah. What should you have done earlier?
Let me sit down wee.
You can sit down wee.
Everyone's different. Men, do ladies stand up and have a wee?
I think you can. Yeah, but you've got... I don't know.
Let us know. Are you a sit-down wee or a stand-up wee?
And if you have to go outside,
you should not be weeing outside.
Do you wipe if it's an emergency? Or do you just shake a bit?
I think you can do whatever you want. If you want to sit down and have a wee like I do it. If you want to stand up and aim like Joe, do it.
I keep walking backwards.
I think it's a preference.
Although I didn't do it once at my friend's house when I was little because he had a carpeted bathroom.
Oh, that's dodgy.
That's asking for collecting some sprays.
That's disgusting. Also...
Sorry if you've got a carpet in your bathroom.
I was always told if I have a sit-down wee, I'm gay.
Who told you that? Your teacher? Did you ever used to get tissue balls full of water and chuck them up at the ceiling?
No.
I went to a really bad school.
People might have done that, but I was never involved in stuff like that.
Right. What you should have done earlier is if you're going to do a sit-down wee, but you think it's frowned upon, don't let anybody know. Why is the focus of the camera going around my crotch? Ah! Why is it focusing
Look at those legs. As someone would say, you got some very athletic legs.
Have I?
Yeah.
I thought you had chunky thighs.
No, they look quite athletic.
Well, I guess they're more muscly. Righty-ho, everyone. This is the part where we help you with your query or qualm or confession or strange encounter. So if you have anything, even if you think, oh, I don't know if they'll read this out, send it in.
Can you send in your confessions? I want to hear some people's...
What was
I want to
that?
hear some people's deepest, darkest confessions.
If you're willing to share, yes. If you don't put your name on, we won't read
Just
your
don't put your name on and no one will ever know it's you. It's fine.
But do put your name on because we like to read your name out. Let us know. It could be anything from something that's happened, something you've seen in public. We love a bit of people watching. Anything that's happened when you were little or now. Or do you know what I like hearing? Things that happen at very important events like weddings and stuff.
Yes.
Like the wedding dress girl who pooed on a veil.
And another wedding we went to when the bride fell over, my sister.
Oh,
several times.
That was fun. And they went to cut the cake and the knife handle came off. Oh, I loved it. It was brilliant.
It was such a comical wedding.
That's what makes a memorable moment. That's what I would want at a wedding.
Our wedding.
Not ours.
We are going to get married one day, let's be honest.
Brian has been in touch and says, hey, Joe and Jack.
Oh, hey, Bryony.
Good start. Jack hasn't noticed. Need some advice.
Joe and Jack is what she said.
Yeah.
Someone, sorry to cut back.
Sorry, Bryony.
When we met someone at Radio 1,
yeah,
They said Joe and Jack. I wanted to say in public to them, it's Jack and Joe, but I was too scared.
It felt right. I liked it. She says, need some advice. Well, we are not you guys. I'm getting another puppy soon. Where are you guys? As my dog Max is getting really old and poorly. Oh, and unfortunately hasn't got long.
That'll be Otis soon.
No, he won't. He's 3 or 4. Is he 4?
He's 4 this year.
Well, actually. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My family loves dogs, so we never really have a no-dog household. I love that.
I think that's pretty much me as well. I've always grown up with dogs. My grandma was a professional dog breeder, so we were always surrounded by dogs.
She was
Loved
at it.
She was, and she was also a dog groomer.
Yeah? We haven't heard up from your filthy granddad in a while.
No, we haven't. Maybe we should get him in. Get him in! I'm off to Malta soon. I'll give him a call because they're going to move there.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Yeah.
This is my first time having a dog household. Well, it was when I was younger, but I can't remember. And my dog entered it was called Murphy, a border collie, I think. And he entered like a dog competition at the end of training. And the one of the things was the waggiest tail award. He was going to win, but I kept telling him to sit, and they didn't waggle, so we lost. Anyway, would you say bigger dogs are better? Ooh. We're thinking of getting a golden retriever or a German shepherd, or perhaps a small one like a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. The king!
They're supposed to be good dogs. My mum was going to get one, but she got a cockapoo instead.
Oh, she loves a cockapoo. Was Otis easy to train, like his recall, toileting, obedience, easy maintenance?
Well, first off...
This sounds like training you. There's more. The financial side of having a bigger dog rather than a small one. Feedback. I love the podcast and I hope you have a great time in New York. Oh, it's an oldie. We did. Thanks, Bridie. Can I just say, this is probably the most fitting, perfect question that we are the most confident to answer with. What were you going to say, Jack Biggs?
I was going to say our dog Otis is very different to other golden retrievers.
He's a golden retriever, in case you don't know. He's fully cream. Apparently one day is going to be golden. I don't believe
I've not seen any golden.
His ears have got a bit different. I don't know.
Yeah.
We have a bit of a different breed, though.
Because when you get a golden retriever, you don't know what you're going to expect because you can have one crazy one like my auntie has.
They're meant to be loopy or chill. We've got chill plus little quirks, which is perfect.
But we got Otis when we picked him. We got him because he was
the crazy
one.
He was the chubbiest one there.
The chubbiest one as well.
I remember, yeah.
And now he is the most calmest dog. That might be due to the training as well because we were on it with the trainer. You were.
Well, I was obsessed with, not like, I never wanted to train him like military, like I know a lot of people get into that. I just obsessed with having such a well-behaved dog that he wouldn't chew anything, he'd behave when people come in. We didn't want him to feel like, what's it called when you leave and they're in the house?
Anxiety.
Yeah. But
Separation anxiety.
Yeah. So we mastered that. That was brilliant. We practiced going in and out for longer periods of time. What was I getting at? Oh yeah, I didn't mean to be like military training, but just enough where it's like, he's good.
He can do a couple of tricks. He can do his recall, and that's all we really wanted him to do. And be good when he goes to other people's houses.
Yes, that was
our main thing.
His recall is if he wants to listen.
It slowly got worse.
A lot of his stuff now is if he wants to listen, but he's very good off the lead. And I would never thought I'd have a dog where, how do people let your dogs off the lead?
I know.
Fully trust him.
Yeah, I do as well.
Unless he
did run across the field the other day when we saw another dog.
A squirrel. Oh my lord.
Squirrels, you can't stop him.
He once tried to climb for a fence with no gaps to get to a squirrel or a cat. But that's just dog life, isn't it? But yes, I love big dogs. It depends on lifestyle, who's in your house, who can look after him, and if anyone's in. We never would have got a pet if we weren't in. There's always somebody in, or he can go somewhere. Love German Shepherds.
German Shepherds are great. I grew up with one. My grandma had one, and we looked after it when she went travelling for a bit, and loved having her. She was such a lovely dog.
Love a police dog.
But I think family dogs, like...
Golden Retriever is such a classic American movie family dog.
I feel like Golden Retrievers are always your best bet because they are a bit more...
They're so lovely. They're so loving. They just
most dogs are.
Yeah, they just love everyone.
They do, yes.
Happy dogs.
But if you want a small dog, a Cavalier Charles, whatever it is...
Why is it not just a King Charles? Why is it a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel?
My grandma...
Is it because it's the king?
My mum was going to have one of those King Charles Cavalier poo things. Because they're quite, not quiet, but a calmer temperament compared to a cockapoo. But then she went for a cockapoo.
Calmer temperament?
Calmer temperament.
Oh, right. Yeah, small dogs, again, it's more maintenance. But she mentions the financial side. Bigger dog, bigger food.
Yes.
More cost. Dog sitting, dog care, if you need that, is the same. It's just
Same,
per
I'd
dog.
say the
innit?
same, yeah.
But yeah, big dog. And the one thing I always notice is people goes, oh, retriever, oh, there's lots of hairs. All we do is,
Brush him once a day.
as long as you brush your dog, which you should, we just do a hoover every morning. I think that's it, really. Plus his hairs are white and the tails are light.
Yes, we don't see it.
And if you put a carrot in front of him, he might just bite.
What?
I was trying to make...
Anyway, we can't make a decision of what dog you should have. Personally, if you want a larger dog...
Can we?
You don't want to tell us that you have to go for this dog.
I'm not going to tell you what dog to get.
I'm just going to say if you want a larger dog, I'd say a golden retriever is a good size.
What is the massive big dog?
Great Dane.
Great Danes.
They are a lot of work.
They're like horses. Otis was a little puppy and he met his first Great Dane and he ran underneath his legs like a dinosaur.
And they run around the fields when we see them sometimes. Which is quite
sometimes
nice.
the Great Danes' balls hit him in his face.
Oh, God.
Because they're so big.
Well, he's at that height now where he's going to get smacked by them.
When that Great Dane did a poo, I'm so sorry there's so much feces chat, but when he did a poo in the garden, I looked at it and I thought, I don't have a poo bag big enough for that.
No.
They look like cow pat.
But a golden retriever's a nice size.
Yeah. I think males may be bigger than females. I don't know.
Slightly.
He's 33 kilograms, that beast. Proper dinosaur.
Anyway, yeah, that's our chat on dogs.
I'd say just go have a look at some or go to the park. If you see some breeds, go. I always do this. Go, oh, can I look at your doggy?
Yeah.
Did that in London and she wasn't too keen.
No, she was
Because
not
the dog
happy.
had one eye.
It was the Pokemon dogs.
The Pokemon dogs.
We nearly got one of those, but we didn't in the end.
They're a bit more pricey and they
didn't like Frenchies. My mum had a Frenchie.
Oh yeah, what are they called? The breed?
I don't actually remember.
My friend's got two of them. They look cool. It had one eye. I was like, oh, I need to go see it. And she's like, classic London park. She's like, yeah, go on then. And I was like, well, she went, if you offer your hand, he will decide if he likes you.
That is so
I was
funny.
like, all right, Hermione. So I put my hand, I was like, I know what to do.
Spell a man on my sauce.
Was that a spell?
Yeah.
Okay. And I went to offer my hand. I said, I know that. You don't go straight in with your hand. And as I was doing it, the dog was nice and friendly. I went, oh, what happens if you don't like me? Haha. And she went, off with your hand. I don't know who I was speaking to. She was a member of the royal family. The dog loved me. She didn't. And when I was petting the dog, what was weird was instead of them going, oh, yeah, he's this old, the dog small talk. As I was petting him, she carried on a conversation with a friend as I was there.
That's really weird.
And I was just like, oh.
I think maybe you burst in it probably.
I waited for the right moment of silence.
I reckon they were talking about something that was quite important.
No,
maybe.
they were having a laugh.
Oh.
They're having a drinky poo in the middle of the day.
Oh, lovely for them.
Anyway, not all London's like that. I know I always say it's not, but I always seem to... It's because I'm approaching people.
Yeah.
I approach more people. We said that in the other ep. Have you approached anyone since?
No.
Not approached, but like given someone a compliment, said hello?
No.
I had one today.
Oh, did you?
With our friend Tris, we went for a bite.
A bite to eat.
We sound like such Londoners.
We didn't have a bite to eat. We shared a scone and then we had some matcha.
A scone.
Do you know what? I'm not going to lie. The scone wasn't that great today.
It wasn't.
I think because of the heat.
I didn't tell you.
What?
Do you mean the heat of the day or the heat of the scone?
The heat of the day, I think it's just a bit melty. And
she got it out of the glass cloth thing and she went, do you want it heated? And I went, oh, actually, yeah, please. Didn't know what this meant. Maybe it's warm.
Oh, did you have it heated? That's probably why I didn't like it.
Warm and crusty. I thought it could be nice.
No, it was a bit soggy.
She put it in the microwave.
Yeah, it would go soggy. I wondered why it was a bit
I didn't know she was
soft.
going to put it in the microwave.
I picked it up and it just crumbled.
I thought she meant heat it up like they do in Subway.
No.
Put it in the microwave and, oh, okay.
Well, they put it in like an oven thing.
Anyway, where am I getting at? Oh, yeah, elderly lady, she attacked me with her stick. She didn't mean to. It fell down the counter and it hit me. I went, oh, she went, I went, oh, you're all right. You're all good. Get the yarn out now. Honestly, if Jack's not talking, it's not his, like...
No, it just happens. We're filming this one later on in the day today.
Anyway, here's another elderly person interaction because I love them. And one day, we'll all be them. So you've got to be nice to them.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, she didn't give me £1 for helping her out. So I left her. No, her stick fell out and went, oh, no, you're okay. I give her a stick back. She went, thank you. And then I did my order and I looked to my left again. Her walking stick had like an additional, and you know I love an invention.
Of course you do.
I should have asked if she got it from Temu. Had a little surface attached to it just below the handle, and the surface was on top of the counter of the bakery bit. So she rested it on top of the counter.
It says like hold it up there.
It's like a holder.
Oh, that's good because some people can't pick them up once they've dropped them.
I know, but you can't lean it. They're always falling around. She said, I went, that's good, isn't it? That's a good invention.
That's quite...
And I was like, well, here we go. Is she even going to say, yeah, thanks?
Did she have a chat with you?
She was fully on board with talking about her invention. I went, that is
go
good.
on.
That. Yeah, you never know when it'll come in handy. It said before, I thought I was going to make a joke. So, well, it doesn't work. It fell on me. She made the joke. She went, yeah, I need to get a better one, though. Got you, didn't it? Yes, it did, Brenda.
I'm glad you're making friends with elderly ladies.
Yeah, she bought our scone.
Did she?
No, I'm lying.
I was going to say.
No, caution, they're not those prices.
No, they weren't great, to be honest with you. The matcha, though, was good.
Matcha was good. That wasn't
very good.
microwaved.
Well, I hope not.
So there we go, Bryony. Look at some dogs. Look into them. It's easy to research them nowadays. And have a chat with if anyone else is in your house, big dog or small dog. Small dogs are much more manageable, of course.
Yes. But not always, because some of them can be a bit crazy. Like, my mum's new dog is unreally quite naughty.
Yeah, zoomies and naughtiness. You've got to get
chewing,
on that.
running.
Yeah.
She doesn't sleep.
This is not a dog podcast. I wish it was. But training tip, my number one tip is...
Socialise the puppy.
Socialise the puppy as soon as you can. Even if they're not allowed to walk yet, because there's that injection stage or whatever. Garden centres, in the trolley, in your arms. It'll get so much attention.
I always love that.
I know, from humans, from children, dogs having a look, and he sees dogs. What was I going to get in? Oh, yeah. When it gets to the point of dogs... Instead of saying, this isn't official advice, this is just what worked best with our Otis.
Yes.
Just pretend they don't understand what the word no means. Or don't do that, no.
Yeah.
Instead of saying that, you have to swap it for something else.
We did that and it worked.
Yes, he was about to chew something.
Chair leg.
Yeah, we swapped it for like a rope or something.
As a chew toy.
Or a chew toy. Have that instead. It's swapping things rather than no. And that seemed to be like work.
He never did it again after
he went
that.
to do it, he'd want to go to his toy.
Yeah.
And obviously that's easier said than done, because a few of you might be like, well, no, because if he's doing something you don't want, loud sounds, claps, like, no,
yeah,
all that kind of stuff. I know that was just the word no, but that can be like, ooh, what have I done? And then give him something.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I won't do that again. That worked for us, that's all I'm saying. And that was the first time I read a book.
You did really well. And I think the socialising the puppy, it makes him very friendly with humans and other dogs.
Helps them later on in life, especially on leads and off leads with dogs. Look at that.
He is good.
There you go. That was good advice.
That was very good advice. We did go on a bit of a tangent, but...
That's what it's all about. So there we go, Bryony. Have fun dog researching. But what should she have known earlier? Probably the research. That's what you're going to do now.
Yeah, just research on every breed and what suits your life best.
Ask people with dogs. Ask friends with dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
But make sure you're ready to have a dog.
Yes.
Make sure your life fits
It's not just for Christmas. It's
They're
about
for
15 years, you know.
Well, some dogs are, yeah. He might be 20 by the time he's gone.
I met a dog the other day, and I went, oh, who's this one? There's always one at the back going really slow. She went, oh, it's Jeffrey. He's nearly 16. 16?
I know.
He had a little bandana on his back, and it said, I'm deaf.
That was so cute.
And I only read that after I was talking to him for ages, going, you all right there?
You're right.
Oh.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening and watching wherever you may be.
Or if you are a dog, they'll know what it means.
That's what Otis is probably listening about right now. He's like, what the hell are they yapping on about?
We love a yap.
If you'd like to send us your query, qualms, or strange encounters, then you can backwalk into our DMs at Now You Tell Me Pod.
Do you remember we saw someone walking backwards?
On the treadmill.
Yeah. I was going to say on my old apartment when we looked down the balcony and you thought
yes.
I was lying. Backwards walking is an exercise.
Apparently it's really good for your legs.
Well, find out in a You Tell Me Now.
I love a little plug there.
Be quick because I want to write it down. I'm going to forget.
Make sure you DM us on Now You Tell Me Pod on Instagram, where you can find us, along with TikTok, YouTube, and all the other social platforms we might be on.
That's where we be, yeah?
Anyway, we'll see you next Thursday.
See you next day. Guys, take it easy. Life's too short to be not doing that.
Bye.